Hello everybody, welcome back to another episode of Coffee with Court. I decided today that this vlog was going to be a walk and talk because the lighting in my apartment is so terrible and it's so loud on my balcony that I don't know if you fully can understand or if I can really get across everything I'm trying to say because I'm so distracted. And the scenery is much better out here anyway. So today, a little life update, but then also I'm going to tie that into committing to your goals and learning how to prioritize the things in your life to be able to get done what's most important to you. So I woke up this morning and in my inbox was the fully edited manuscript for Falling in London. I literally want to just like jump up and down right now, but I'm kind of almost in disbelief that it's here. It's crazy to me to think that I started this book in January of this year. I did 2 full drafts and it was ready to go to my beta readers by May, and then at the beginning of July, which is this month, it went to my editor and now it's back. So that means that in general I wrote an entire book in 4 months. That has never happened to me before. This really just goes to show like what people are capable of when they commit to something. I think it can be really easy to find excuses not to have time for something. I have done it for so many years. I'm just always like, oh, I need to write this book, but I don't have time, I have to do this, and this. And then I realized like, oh, I just had an hour to watch television or 30 minutes to an hour to work out. So why didn't I have time to write my book? I think there's 2 main reasons, for me at least, that I put things off and hinder my ability to advance things forward. One is discipline and the other is fear. For example, we get up every morning and we go to work. There's never really a time where we wake up and we're like, you know what, I don't feel like going to work today, so I'm just not going to show up, because you know that wouldn't go over well. Or when your favorite TV show comes on that you've been waiting all week for, and you silence the cell phone, nobody talk to me, like I'm watching this, right? You have to do this. You make the time to do this. So why shouldn't it be the same for writing? Do you know how much writing that you could get done if you set aside those same 60 minutes that you're watching that TV show and actually sat down to write? Guess what? I'm gonna tell you. I recently put a writing sprint challenge up on YouTube, and it's a 40-minute writing sprint with 3 breaks. And in those 40 minutes of writing, I wrote 1,000 words. 1,000 words in 40 minutes. Imagine if I did that every day, 5 days a week. 5,000 words a week. And I think if you break it up that way, it doesn't seem like so much and like such a huge sort of part of your day. I mean, 40 minutes a day. And it doesn't even have to be 40 minutes of uninterrupted writing time. That could be 10 minutes here, 20 minutes there. It's just the time where you literally take a switch, you flip it, and you turn off everything else and you just write. So this is sort of where I advise you to take a look at a full day. From the time you wake up to the time you go to bed at night. Write everything down that you do and try and figure out like where you can fit in that 40 minutes of writing time. And here is sort of your dose of reality. Sometimes that means in order to get your writing in, you have to sacrifice something else. So let's say it's a Friday night, it's been a long week, and you want to go out for a cocktail with a friend. This is a prime example because I've done this before. Someone calls me up, hey Courtney, like let's go out, let's grab a drink. And I have to say, oh, I'm really sorry. Can we reschedule to tomorrow? Because I actually planned on writing tonight. That is discipline. If something is important enough to you, you will find a way to do it. If it's not, you'll find an excuse. And that's honestly just how it is. The other thing I feel like overshadows progress is fear. Like, what if you actually did take the time to write this book? You put aside time every single day, you worked hard, you wrote this book, and nobody liked it. Like, that is a very realistic fear. And the truth is, it's probably going to happen. There's probably going to be people that don't like your book. But does that mean that you shouldn't write it? No. And if that's sort of the case, that's when you have to ask yourself, why am I doing this? If you love something so much and you're passionate about something, that there's like this continuous fire that burns inside of you, why would you punish yourself and retract this from your life simply based off of someone else's opinion of you? I say this all the time because I believe with my entire heart that it's true, but art is subjective. Music, photography, paintings, writing, it is all subjective. So yes, there will be people who do not like your book, but for every one of those people, there's going to be 5 that love it. So at the end of the day, like, you have to believe in yourself enough to know that you have a story that is worth telling, and find the time to sit down and write it. Be disciplined, be fearless, and keep dreaming. Bye, guys.